Demetrius Jamal, aka Ja Morant, is becoming a superstar. He's always been good, even going back to his first season in the league, in which he put together a Rookie of the Year worthy campaign. Not only was he producing and contributing to winning, but he gave us more than a full of moments. At times, he looked more like a circus acrobat or Memphis' version of Evel Knievel than he did a basketball player. However, he was still just a good player, and on track to potentially becoming one of the league's best. That has changed this season. Ja has expanded his game, taken on more responsibility, and blossomed into the player we're going to be talking about today. So sit back and relax, because this is going to be a good one. Ja shoots 51.5% from 2-point range, and that ranks pretty highly amongst guards when you take volume into consideration as well. A lot of this is powered by his 66% shooting from inside the restricted area. He's shooting 6.5 shots from the zone, which is second amongst guards in the league, only behind Russell Westbrook. He's able to generate these shots because of his outstanding athleticism, both when beating guys on the perimeter or at the rim. This combined with his much improved and refined handle, and you get some pretty exciting and extremely effective highlight plays. Here he gets the screen from Steven Adams late in the shot clock and gets switched onto Jared Allen, and flips this crossover to his left, and by the time Allen can flip his hips to catch up to him, he's in the paint, and that's 2 points. He uses this crossover to good effect pretty often, and in this one, it barely looks like he even breaks his sweat getting to the cup. Here he burns Derek White off the dribble, and that's a nice finish off the window. In this one, he uses a behind-the-back dribble into a little hop, which freezes the Lakers defense for just a second, and there's that speed going to the basket. He gets a bad pass in transition here, but he more than makes up for it by absolutely sending Tyrese Halliburton. Here he uses that speed and agility off the ball. He makes it seem as if he's going around the outside of Adams and then violently shifts inside of him, and Campaign gets singed to nothing, and that's a nice finish. Here's some more of Ja using his speed off the ball to burst by two Kings defenders for a layup. He loves using this spin move to beat defenders and get shots off at the rim. He's also a very athletic and acrobatic finisher in the air. I mean, look at the hang time on this one. He'll often collide or hang in the air, which both helps him get fouled more often and get more controlled finishes off. His athleticism helps him to be a deadly threat in transition as well. He shoots a lot of shots in the paint that aren't in the restricted area too. In fact, he shoots the second most shots in this range in the league amongst guards. He shoots 45% in these shots, which is pretty good. This is a result of this little floater / push shot that he has developed. Here he uses a behind the back dribble to get in front of Killian Hayes, but then finds himself sandwiched between Stewart and Hayes. A younger Morant would still try and climb Stewart to get off a shot at the rim, but this time he just floats it over him. In this one, he leverages his burst and athleticism to get defenders to overcommit, and now he can punish them with his floater. He loves using this little jail dribble to ensure those defenders kept behind him and that he has clear air in front of him to get the shot off. The mid-range game hasn't quite come around yet, and will surely be the next frontier for him. He's shooting 17.6% on only 34 attempts all season from mid-range. This is an important aspect of his game to develop, as he can punish defenders who over-recover to the basket or big men who will just sit in a drop against him. Hey, so I'm just cutting in here just to give you guys a kind reminder to like the video and subscribe. Every subscriber means a lot at this point. Also, if you have any suggestions or players you'd like me to take a look at, drop them in the comments down below. And yeah, back to the video. From 3-point range though, he's been letting it fly and they've been going in. He's shooting 39% from 3, which is almost 9% more than last season, on 1.4 more attempts per game, and 0.8 more per 100 possessions. He's actually shooting better as a pull-up shooter than he is as a catch-and-shoot shooter. He's shooting 40% on pull-up threes and 36.4 on catch-and-shoot threes. Shots like this will force defenders to come up and guard him further up the court, which will make it easier to drive past him and create. Ja's always been a good passer. His career assists per game average is 7.2 per game and 10.8 per 100. He has seen a slight dip this year, however, averaging 0.8 fewer assists per game and per 100 possessions. His assist rate has increased from 32.5 to 35.55%. He's become really good at finding big men for his dump-offs instead of having his eyes focused on the basket. He has a pick and roll with Xavier Tillman and then throws this no-looker and Tillman finishes at the rack. His kick-out passes have been very effective as well. In this one, he gets to the basket and fakes the pass to the corner, which stunts the defense and allows Bane to get this open look. Here he leverages his penetration to put stress on the defense, and this is where his vision can shine by slinging this to a cunning Bane. He'll throw a couple alley-oops as well, and Brandon Clark has been his preferred target most times. Overall, the future is looking exceptionally bright for Ja. He should be an all-star this year, and I would expect him to continue to be one for many years in the future. So if you haven't seen much of Ja outside of his dunks on social media, I encourage you to do so, because you're probably watching the birth of a superstar. Well, that was all for this video. If you did enjoy, please put like and tap that like button. And until next time, it has been your boy, Zachary McAllister. Have a good day.